so exclusive to maintenance, but is inclusive with maintenance. But it is a step above maintenance, and that is called upgrade. We follow? If there is a thing that is needed in our days, especially in the church of God, is upgrade. You see, we have almost plateaued in a lot of things concerning our lives, and we need an upgrade. Allow me make you a bit uncomfortable. If you think about your life 10 years ago, and if you have not been upgrading your body, you will realize how heavy you have become. I understand that you are more mature and intelligent today. Are you able to stoop and pick up a coin from the floor without screaming? I understand now you have kids, so you can call them to pick up the things. They are fitting in and replacing something, but you are failing to upgrade yourself. I'm beginning from the point of your physical, natural body, and then I take it now to other things. And the more you procrastinate, the more you keep degrading or downgrading, if you will. If you will choose to stretch your body, 3-4 stretches, whatever it may be per day, you will start to upgrade that your physical body over time. If you refuse to join the school of chickens, you know the school of chickens? You know the institution of KFC? It's a very dangerous institution. The drumsticks bounce, you know, in the advert, but it's dangerous. Have you seen the advert for Heineken or Black Label? It doesn't quench any thirst. It makes you to be more thirsty. It is proven. Listen, don't be deceived by the things that are fashioned to degrade you. Go for the things that are meant to upgrade you. Decide for yourself what you eat. If somebody comes and says that, oh, he's been fasting for the past 5 years and eating only once a day, now I don't call that fasting. But I have no record for the past 5 years that I ate more than once a day. But I don't really call that fasting. It's a way to help your body. We together? You know, feeding, eating is very cardinal. Whether it is the feeding with the fork, or the feeding with the eyes, all right, or the feeding with the mind, or the feeding with the body. But intake is very cardinal to life. You see, Jesus is branded as food to us. Now that is to tell you that survival is predicated on feeding. Jesus is presented to us as the bread of life. Now, I would say that if there is a bread of life, that statement presupposes that there could be a bread of death. But if both of them are bread, then they are edible. But one gives life, the other gives death. So the things you consume make you who you are. Whether you're consuming stuff from your plate on your table, you're consuming stuff from the altar of prayer and consecration, you're consuming stuff from the TV with your eyes, you're consuming stuff with what you allow on your body. I am told that if you cannot eat it, don't put it on your body. Very interesting. Because listen, your skin is the largest organ and it fits. Whatever you put on it is absorbed. I don't intend to, I'm not wanting to preach what I'm on now. I'm using this as the Lord says that the Lord uses the physical to explain the spiritual. So I'm using just physical things. Now I carry you to the place of the spiritual things so that you understand. Anything you allow within your space, you absorb it. Because feeding is crucial. Can you imagine that when the Lord created Adam and Eve, put them in the garden? He spoke to them about two things. Can you imagine that eating was one of the things? That's crucial. He said, work the garden. Then he now began to tell them about the scheme of feeding. He says, of all of the fruit trees in the garden, ye shall freely eat of them. But of the one that is in the midst of the garden, you shall not eat it. Interesting. So there is a lot of discretion that must be exercised when it comes to your feeding. Again, it's not just about feeding through your mouth, but all of the things you allow into your system. Let me be very succinct. That includes intimacy. Are we together? Oh yes, it includes sex. You have to know what you're feeding on. Because all of such things are means of getting stuff into your body. And you have people who have been progressively, continuously feeding on death. Their bread is the bread of death. And they escape or they push away the bread of life and they stick to the bread of death. Somebody say upgrade.
Upgrade.
Say with me, upgrade.
Upgrade.
It is crucial. Do that which you can do to maintain. Again, do that which you need to do to upgrade. Listen, a lot of people have not only failed to maintain. You see, maintain is keeping a status quo. Okay? But upgrade is taking that thing from where it is to a higher dimension. Not only have a lot of people failed to maintain, they have rather degraded. In a lot of stuff, you meet someone, this person used to be burning for the Lord. What's happening now? The person has degraded. Oh, we used to know this brother. I wish you met this sister when we were still on campus. What has happened to the sister now? She's a danger. I wish you met this pastor when he just began ministry, my friend. That's a dangerous statement. If right now he is not more breathing fire the way he was breathing when he began ministry, something is wrong. This guy used to be intelligent. This brother used to be very kind. Oh, life has happened. And everything about him is bitterness now. That's not a testimony. That's a dangerous position to be, because not only have you failed in maintaining, you have failed in upgrading. And life means you must grow from grace to grace. Are we together? From strength to strength. That's the modus operandi of God's operation with his people. The mercies are new every morning, because there is an upgrade that comes to you at all times. Have the core material with you. Are we there? Have the principles with you. Get the foundation. Make sure you have the stuff with you. You have verified it. This is what is correct. This is what is right. Hold on to it and don't let it go. Start to upgrade it. Do you know that profit is an upgrade? Yes. When you make increase on the principal or the capital, that's an upgrade. And the Lord takes from those who refuse to upgrade and gives to those who accept to upgrade. He called, a certain Lord called before him his servant and gave the talent to one. He gave 2 to one, he gave 1 to another, he gave 2 to another, he gave 10. He said, go trade, occupy, do business, be profitable till I come. One went and buried his on the soil. Now, I don't have time to angle into that. But you see, if it were seed that could germinate, burying would have been an excellent choice. You need to know how to invest what potentials you have. If I choose to read comic books and write jokes, that may be good, but that's not my calling. Imagine me joking here, nobody will probably laugh. To be honest, I don't think someone can laugh at my jokes. So he buried the talent, he buried the coin. When coins produce, it's not in the soil. Even if the conditions necessary for seed germination are present, you will not get coins to grow by producing roots. No, there is a different way to multiply coins. So he buried his. And there was a motivation behind the burying. It is not even so that it should grow, because his master, he believed, was a hard man, reaping from where he did not sow. No, but that was a false statement, because he just sowed a coin into you.
That's right.
Okay, but you see, let's try to keep the point. We're talking about upgrading. And so when the master came back, the one who had 2 had multiplied it to 4. The one who had 5 had multiplied it to 10. There was an upgrade. All right? There was some real dividend on investment. Wonderful. And so the master came and observed them, and he said, no, this person is not upgrading. I take from this one and give to the one who will upgrade. Okay. No, that will be thrown in prison where there will be gnashing of teeth. But I need you to remember that prisoners are fed by law, even by the government. But you see, the food that prisoners eat is not provided for them by them. It's provided to them by those individuals who are making profit. They tax those individuals and feed prisoners. Because all prisoners are good for is just to eat and be alive. So he gave it to the one who had 10 because he understood. When he goes and comes back with 11, he will have 22. Then he will have much more to have for himself and give some to the one who is being thrown into jail so that he can live and stay there. Listen, please, do not live a life that you are not upgrading to the point where God keeps you in one place and is busy with those who are upgrading and getting crumbs from there, giving you to live. That is true, physically speaking, relationally, ministerially, business-wise. Because you are God's responsibility, He can preserve you alive, but you are of no consequence. People who are of consequence are people who upgrade. Now watch this. In 2010, the O.R. Tambo Airport had an upgrade. All right, at least it was completed at that time. Probably started somewhere in 2008, thereabout. They were preparing for the World Cup. South Africa was hosting the World Cup. And so they surmised that there will be an influx of people, which of course it did happen, and that is obvious. So they needed an airport with such a capacity. Forget about the aesthetics and trying to project strength in the continent. That's really not the point. But they understood that they were going to handle a higher load than before. So what did they do? They put in millions to upgrade that airport to what it is now. Imagine that they had not done so. Not only would they not have given their visitors a good experience, but they might have been broken under the weight of the increased load that came to pass through the airport. So there was need for an upgrade. You see, when you are thinking of higher dimensions, please don't be consumed about that higher dimension. Look for the upgrade that is needed to sustain that higher dimension. Then will that dimension come. You want to be an important person in life. Don't just wish and dream it. Find out what is it that you must upgrade in so that you become an important person. You see, we have our young men and women, or old men and women alike, wanting to be the best versions of themselves. What are you doing currently? What's your lifestyle? What are your engagements? What are your daily activities? You're dreaming of getting married and becoming an important woman? My friend, what life are you living now? Are you upgrading your life to reflect that which you're thinking about? You want to preach across the nations of the world. Hey, God help you. And you still make a point to enroll into the institution of chickens. You are not going to go anywhere. Praise the name of the Lord. Amen. See, it doesn't matter where you are in life. You may even be living on the street. If you start to make an upgrade, the street will reject you. I'm telling you the truth. You know that individuals who upgrade themselves get rejected by the low position in which they find themselves. Listen, there is a virtuous life you can live that a wrong system rejects you and pushes you into the right one. Oh, do you know that there are people who cannot have as their closest friends virgins? They vet your life and they discover you are a young girl, young boy, and you are still a virgin. You cannot be part of their club. Yeah. No, you can't. You can't. You are not compatible. They force you to go to where the virgins live. Even though you might have grown up know within them, they discover, hey, you know there are people, you can't be their good friends if you are not a drunkard. You don't smoke. No, we can't vibe together. You see, they push you out of the wrong things and allow you to go to the right things because you are upgrading. Oh, try and upgrade and see how many friends will leave you. Oh, guaranteed. Just upgrade your life. A lot of friends will reject you. Why? Because they're not more compatible with you, and they will push you to those individuals who are now your level. That's the truth.